Welcome to the People's Program Extra to Ninja Boy Free Zone. Why is this, Big Jim? We got a bit of business to clear up, you and me, capiche? Another reason I'm here is, 1, Ninja Boy's got a life to lead of his own. Doesn't need to be sat with me all day. 2, Fusion Chamber. The Fusion Chamber, Survivor Fusion Chamber. Can't wait, it's got to be done. You know how long it takes for these damn things to get clear. And I've waited long enough. All through Road to Glory. I wish I could have had a Survivor card to boost the squad. Didn't. And I'll come on to the news as to what I managed to achieve in a minute. But I just got to get into that Fusion Chamber. Long John Silver in the Fusion Chamber. And as you know, I'd love to pro Nikki Bella. That would be great to pro that diva. But to be quite honest, the way things are at the moment, I'll take anything. And I have had another Survivor card. Since yesterday, I've had another Survivor card. I've had a WrestleMania card. I've had a headache. And I've had a beer. So it's not been all bad. But anyway, let's get on with the Fusion Chamber. Long John Silver in the Fusion Chamber. And let's see what we get. I cannot wait for this. Claim results. Here we go. Make it good. She's a peach. She's a little peach. It's just what I wanted. Nikki Bella. Come to Big Jim, Nikki. Come to Big Jim. That is beautiful. That is just what I wanted. That is some good news. Things are on the turn for the good, Things are on the turn for the good. We've had a little bit of bad news. Ninja Boy's had a bit of bad news. I'll come on to that as well. But anyway, look, that's cracking. I know I can do at least 1, if not 2 more Survivor Fusions. Let's get that going. Activate. Are you sure you want to proceed? Yes, I'm sure. Just do what you're told, man. Right. Finish now. I wonder how much that would cost. 5,760 credits. Yeah. Okay. You do that, you're mad. Now, the reason I know I can do some more Survivor Fusions is, as some of you know, I've got the Eva Marie Survivor card for the second time round. But yesterday, at the end of Road to Glory, I was also doing a King of Ring at the same time, and I got to the semis. Unfortunately, I lost in the semis, but I got a Survivor card, and that Survivor card was pretty much the standard of all the other Survivor cards I've been pulling, which is this man. You gotta believe, and I believe the Bulldog is rubbish. So I'm definitely going to put him into the Fusion Chamber, and Eva Marie, I kind of kept hold of her. I haven't got her twice, but having ditched one already. That's where the first Nikki Bella came from. I thought I'd better just sit on her for a while, because I suppose if I could get a pro Eva Marie going, it's something you should do. Anyway, so that was yesterday evening's news. A bit of bad news in between. Ninja Boy's had a casualty, his iPad. It's been thrown all over the floor. He's done it on camera a few times as well. Last night, I had no idea what happened to it. He just slightly knocked it. Who knows? The glass cracked, and it is cracked all the way down the screen. And that's going to cost a good 40 or 50 quid of coins of Her Majesty's realm to get fixed. So that wasn't budgeted for. So I'll have to come up with some cash for that. And then today, while I've been at home nursing my bad back, I was just tapping away, doing a bit of post-Road to Glory tapping. And lo and behold, what should pop up just when I'm thinking I'm never going to see a WrestleMania card? The big man, Mark Henry. So actually, these last 24 hours, bit of mixed news, certainly if you throw in Ninja Boy's broken iPad screen. But in terms of the cards, not too bad. Now, as you'll have seen, those astute enough to notice what I was scrolling through. I got the Edge, or Edge, as he should be called, not the Edge. I've always been told off for that. The Edge, U2's guitarist. It's not him, it's Edge. On this day, got him. Didn't get a look in on Seth Rollins. Now, why didn't I get a look in on Seth Rollins? I blame you guys. I listened to you. I asked you the question, should I put my best deck out for the first time rather than starting off with a lower deck in RTG? And you all said, yeah, Big Jim, do it, go for it. Yeah, man, you'd be crazy not to. What happened? Halfway through Survivor Triple H, shutters came down. That was it. I had to actually reduce the power of my deck. Had to go down to some epic pros that I've got. just to make it all worthwhile. And I managed to chisel away the points. I got obviously through Triple H and got onto Edge, but most of Sunday was chiseling out 1 point with to get Edge. So Seth Rollins never got a look in. So that's the first time in WrestleMania, Road to Glories, Road to Glory, that I've not got the cards. And I do hold you to blame. But seeing as I love you, I'll let you off. I'm so pleased with that, Nikki. I'm obviously going to need some cards to fill in Nikki with and get her pro. As you can see, there she is already, the full version, sat in on my WrestleMania deck. So she's going to need some cards. She's going to need some food, isn't she? She's got to feed her. Now I've got her. Keep a lady of her caliber, of her standard. You've got to keep her well fed. So let's get on. Now, how did your how did your RTG go? As I got two very conflicting stories out of you guys so far. The tweets from people saying that they were done by Friday evening. That's a bit cocky, but you know, again, I'd like to hear from you. You could have just sugared the pill a bit, but yeah, said it was dead easy, perhaps the easiest you've done. And then there were people like me who discovered that it wasn't as easy as previous Road to Glories, and was satisfied in the end to get Edge. I have to admit, I mean, I managed to bang away the final few points with about 15 minutes to spare, so it's pushing it close. Now, on top of I pulled the Legendary Warrior card out last night on camera too, so having had a fairly quiet week on the decks, all of a sudden, those cards just seem to have been dropping, and people do say that it works that way, and not to get too disheartened. I know some of you have even hit WrestleMania tier and even haven't had your first card yet, which I can't imagine the frustration you're going through. But I'm damn pleased that obviously I got my stop sign, which I've made some good use of. But to get a proper WrestleMania card in terms of having a wrestler makes a big difference. I think I tweeted earlier, I was like a kid at Christmas. I was just like, once I was leaping about, I can't because of my back. But I was pretty happy. I have to say. So yeah, let me know how you did with your RTGs. Ninja Boy and I are still thinking about the challenge that we mentioned in yesterday's videos. We've got a few ideas. It does depend, of course, on him being home from school and us having enough time between school and bedtime to rattle through these things. And as I said, he does have a life to lead. He's been dragged off to a friend's house this evening by his mum. I say dragged off. I think what swayed him was there's a trampoline apparently, and they've got a garden with a trampoline, and gardens are at a premium in London, and if you've got some garden toys as well, that pretty much puts you in with most of the kids in the block. So that certainly got Ninja Boy's vote. So he was off. Right. I'll just do maybe 4 or 5 of these exhibition matches, just to get a few extra cards, and then I'll be off, because you had a full fill of me last night, and I'm sure that you would want Ninja Boy sat here rather than me, so I'm just going to plough through this as quickly as I can. And as we mentioned again yesterday, if you've got any ideas of challenges, the sort of things, I'll just give you a sneak preview, the sort of things we've been coming up with were, there's the 25 card pick. That's why Ninja Boy had those 50 cards that he'd stockpiled yesterday. I gather the limit that you can stockpile now is down to 51, something like that, so you have to be careful with that. But yeah, so we could do 25 cards each and see who's got the best pick out of the 25 cards. We thought of another challenge where you swap accounts, and he's left a team for me to play with and I leave a team for him to play with. But you obviously pick the worst team you can out of the cards that you've got, and then that person is allowed to make 2 substitutions into that 5-person squad, and then they've got to play 5 games, and it's whoever can win the most out of those 5 games. There's another one where you start with your own account and you start with your own favourite squad, and the other person can change 2 members of your squad. So it'd be no good trying any sort of 3-man band things, because the person would immediately knock out 2 of your best cards. What else have we got? There's quite a few random things. There's obviously the Mano Ninja Boy thing that we do all the time, but I kind of want to keep that separate because you're used to that in our general SuperCard videos. But that's the type of thing we've been thinking about. The one thing that I flatly refuse to do is discard packs. Now, any of you've played FIFA 15, any of those games that involve packs of cards, and you see these guys spending shed loads of cash on buying the packs, and then they do these silly challenges where they don't look at the pack opening, and then they just delete the whole pack without seeing what was even in the pack, just for the entertainment value. Well, that's fine if you've got the money to burn. That's fine if you've got a YouTube channel that you've had going for several years that is actually earning any money. This is just a fun channel. This is a dad and son thing going on, and we just wanted to open it up to be with you guys as well as part of the WWE community. We don't have potloads of money, and we certainly don't want to be discarding WWE SuperCards when there is no sort of transfer market. You could be discarding something that you might never see again for 6 months, if at all. So we're definitely ruling that out. But any other sorts of challenges that taken your fancy, or that you perhaps thought wouldn't be a bad idea with a couple of people playing against each other, let us know. Let us know in the comments. Right, I'm going to shoot off soon. I've got some more of this to be doing. I better cook myself some dinner as well, otherwise I could be in trouble. And obviously got to be thinking about what we could be doing for you in terms of WWE SuperCard. So let us know how you did in RTG. Let us know if you've got any ideas for some challenges. Let us know if you still like what we're doing. And I will see you, hopefully tomorrow, with Ninja Boy in tow. Take care. See you soon.